This screen is for the customer listing. The customer listing will have individual customers listed. In this case, there's only 2 that are currently in the example records within the application. And what this is the customer name, the address of the customer, the city, the state, the zip, and the customer type. Currently, there's nothing written in the customer type. Customer type would be, for example, a business or a contractor or a residential client or any other kind of client that you may have. That just gives you an indication of what the person is when you look at their record. Now, when you're in this screen, you may be coming to the screen for one or more purposes. In some cases, you may want to find everybody in a certain location, like by city or zip code. That is possible, or by city, or in a certain residential area, for example, by their address. Or you may be wanting to look just for the person by their name. If you type in any partial part that is unique to that particular field, like if I put in Ben and it was the only Ben in the listing of customers, then that record would come up. If there were 2 Bens or Benjamin or anything like that, then those records would come up. So if you had 1,500, 1,000 or more clients, it would be very easy to come over, and the way you do this, and this is going to be repeated in each one of these screens with these buttons, you would go into Find mode. When you go into Find mode, you click it, and all the fields will empty. Then what you do is, for example, let's type in Ben, like I discussed, and then when you hit Perform Find or tap that button, it brings up that record. So it's very easy to find things. When you complete the find and you want to go back in and look at information, for example, to go back to the customer screen, before you leave, go ahead and put the Show All or click it, and what that'll do is it'll bring back all the records back to the screen again. If you do not tap the Show All again, what's going to happen is it'll keep the records in selection for the search that you did for the person that you did. So if you came to the screen and you don't see all the records, then tap on Show All to bring it back. If you're on the FileMaker part of the FM Go and you want to see just the screen and not the FM Go screen parts as far as the top and the bottom, what you can do is click this Server Menu button. This button will hide all the menus from the background application, which is going to be either the cloud server buttons and upper part of the screen, or on the iPad, it'll hide the iPad buttons. And this is on most screens, so what you do is you'd click it one more time in order to return all the menus if you needed to use those. If you are on the iPad and you want the maximum screen space, you would go ahead and click it so that it hides the menu options. Okay, this is the completion of the customer listing.